Oh, baby. We are in it today. Thank you, my flock. Came back. We are here. It is a very special praise be edition of Chone's Corner. We're going to be reviewing the Righteous Gemstones. Yeah, do you feel it? I said, do you feel it? I have my guest today. He is a comedian. He is a funny man. His name is Sam Bannister. He is from the Philadelphia area. Sam, come, say hi. Come on, that's your cue. Goddamn.
What's up, Sam Bansner, Mr. Chone? Call me a
Bannister?
Bansner.
I thought it was a banister.
Bannister, like
you know, like a banister, like them big metal sons of bitches. You know what I mean? Yeah. When I was a boy, I used to get on my grandmom's banister. I used to slide down. She didn't like that shit.
Well, we're gonna talk a show your grandma
used to
would
beat
definitely
me.
not like. I think anyone's grandma would hate this show, but I love this show.
I think my grandma would love this show.
You think?
I think she would love this show. Nana loved John Goodman. I mean, listen, leave your thoughts in the comment section below if you think Nana Taft would like this Righteous Gemstones. I think she would love it. Also,
Nana Bansner would not.
Nana Bannister. What about Nana Bannister? That's who I want to talk to.
Nana Bannister. I don't know her. That's a parallel of Sam's grandmother. She does love it though. She loves the show.
All right, good. Now, while you're down there leaving us a comment, also to make sure you're liking and subscribing to our channel, Sea Innovators. If you guys can't tell, we are blowing up. We going to the moon. We are going so far, guys. We are so close to being monetized by the almighty, all-knowing YouTube and its powerful algorithm. Praise be the algorithm. Praise be. Show us mercy, algorithm. Please show us mercy.
I love it. I just love the character you're doing because it just fits in with season 2 so well of your mix of pastor and wrestling manager, which is just like roped into this whole season. I love those undertones from like when the season started with like the old Memphis wrestling, because like Memphis has such an awesome like wrestling history, and to like incorporate that into this season was like so weird. It's like I love how John Goodman's move was he just breaks thumbs.
Badass.
It was so badass. He was just like he's like limping around. He's old and he's like, dude. And then in the last episode when he clotheslines Eric Andre, it was like the man got shot like 3 episodes ago, and he fucking just clotheslines Eric Andre. Like I loved it. Like the wrestling undertones were just so good, and just like it was a very like interesting like subplot to like the whole season. Like it was really cool.
Yeah, definitely. And like, you know, that character, that person that's supposed to be in that fictional little world, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't know about you, but you know, my old man, anytime I used to do dumb things, and I did a lot of dumb things, Papa Taft would fucking grab me just like John Goodman would, not by my thumbs and fucking break them. But like, I feel like that's one of them old school parenting things. Like, I'm gonna break your bones, I'm gonna break your fingers every time. Like these good headphones. Honest to God, if my father was alive, if Papa Taft was alive, he would be impressed with me for one thing and one thing only, is that I had these headphones for over 3 years and I haven't broken them. So, because I used to break every single solitary good pair of headphones the old man had, and he would always tell me he'd break my thumbs. Well, there, but yeah.
I was never threatened with thumb breaking, but my dad did knock out a baby tooth when we were like horse playing, and I never seen him immediately like change. He was like, "Oh no!"
I love it that you said, yeah, he knocked out a tooth when he was horse playing, not like he caught me doing shit. He caught
Yeah,
me
we were just
stealing his
dicking
credit
around.
card. I took the car out. He
I was
knocked
like,
out my baby tooth.
I was like 9 or something, so I wasn't stealing cars. I was a good boy, unlike the children on this show.
I listen. I mean, I always return them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
anyway, no harm, no foul. You know what I mean? But again, I am saved. I'm saved by this show, this Righteous Gemstone. So let's get into it. Let's kind of
yeah,
recap a little bit about what happened really in season 2,
yeah.
and just the star-studded cast that came to grace themselves upon our eyes. We have Eric Andre.
Shit. Eric Andre. We had Jason Schwartzman. We had Macaulay Culkin in an episode or two. Eric Roberts as Junior was really good. So it's like all the people they brought in for this season did like a fantastic job. And then you just had the main cast crushing it, like Edie Patterson, Tim
Edie
Baltz.
Patterson is fucking funny.
Dude,
Oh my
like
god.
Judy and BJ are like of like the
Power
main character.
couple.
Dude, they're so great. And like I loved BJ's arc this season of just like finally like gaining semblance of
BJ
respect from the
became a
family.
man.
He did when he like confronted Eli, and it was such a good scene. I think the show's so funny. It's just because it's like in season 1, they're all pretty hypocritical, like all of them, and they still are
Aren't
in
they
season
all
2.
though? Aren't all like religious folks kind of?
Yes, I mean, yeah, I mean that's the premise, and I think it's like I was reading an interview Danny McBride did, and it was interesting because he's like it's more interesting that that they actually do believe. It's not like they're being facetious in their like what they truly believe. It's just they're still like hypocritical and rich spoiled kids, but they do truly believe. And I'm an atheist, and so like I think like religion's hokey, but like
You're wait. Let's pump the brakes
oh
back
yeah,
to Jerusalem a
yeah,
little
you're gonna
bit.
have to convert me by the end.
Is that why you're not dressed up for Sunday mass, huh, son?
No, I
Is
don't
that
dress
why
up.
you look
I
like
mean,
shit right now?
Sixers baby, the Church of Embiid, the beard, that's the church I'm praying to right now.
Mm,
I am praying for an NBA
mm,
championship.
the mic is too hot from all that sin. Mm.
I'm sending it up.
I'm sure you've sinned up that shirt so many times, maybe probably twice today, and you've only been home since 5.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, but well, maybe by the end of this episode, we may save another soul,
We may.
folks.
But can we talk about like Eric Andre in this season as
Yes, Heathen.
the spoiler of like he's the villain of season 2 for anyone who didn't watch, and you don't know he's the villain until the very last episode, and there's hints. But the thing is, these assassins are out to kill John Goodman's character Eli, and they put him in a coma, and he has these cycle ninjas, as Jesse puts it, and they keep trying to kill him. And you think the show makes you think it's Eric Roberts' character from Memphis Wrestling days, because him and Eli have this falling out, and you think it's him. But in the last episode, you find it's Eric Andre, and the acting Eric Andre does in that the season finale, it's crazy. Like you don't think of like him as like a villain. You think of him as this very, very silly person, a comic who just is always silly. And it's just like the dark turn he puts in that last episode. It's like I didn't see like him able to do it, and he crushes it.
Well, I mean, if you watch the Eric Andre show, there are parts of that show where he has to get super serious,
Yeah,
and he's great at it. And that is probably the funniest part, is when he has to be super serious.
yeah.
I think he killed it. I was honestly, I thought the villain the whole entire time was Joe Jonas. All
I
right.
mean, I still
I
think
thought I was like, Joe Jonas, he is not with Zion,
yeah. I like the one episode they they kind of hint that like Amber might have been behind it because it's
Oh,
just like
Cassie Friedman.
yeah,
Cassie
it's
Freeman's character. Listen, Cassie Freeman's character. I love her.
she's
You
very good.
know, she is very good. She's always been good. Listen, she's always killed it. Even in Smallville, when Smallville was fucking dying, they brought Cassie Freeman and her beautiful little boobies, medium-sized boobies, whatever, and sold. And listen, saved the show. All right, Michael Rosenbaum was out. She stepped in.
Yeah,
You know, but she was really good. I mean, let's talk about Macaulay Culkin
that was
coming
such
back.
that was such a good casting because they set up that obviously Harlan's gonna come back. It would be weird if like they didn't have his like baby Billy's son come back, but you're like, oh, who are they gonna cast? And then when it's like it's Macaulay Culkin, it's like
Yeah.
HBO and the Culkins. But
Oh yeah, yeah, and Walt Goggins fucking crushes Baby
it,
Billy,
dude,
Baby Billy Friedman, like just crushes
in
him.
like 5 minutes of that scene, like him and Walter Goggins, it was just perfect. And I think the show does a good time because when you meet like Baby Harmon, he doesn't talk. He doesn't talk a lick. And it starts
He's
with Baby
like
Billy.
this.
Yeah. And like Baby Billy's just yapping his gums, which he does. And then finally like Culkin talks. And then it's just such a great little scene. And it's just like it would have been I can't think of anyone else who they should have cast. Like Macaulay Culkin was great.
Oh, it's perfect
I don't think
because
anyone
it
else should
got
have done that.
everyone's attention. Going, whoa, okay, because you were expecting somebody like this.
I think it's like
And we got a different damaged type of person.
yeah. And I think the season 2 did a good job of, a lot of like good redemption arcs for everyone and they seem to grow. And there's a season 3. It's just like I hope they can build on that. I hate when shows like a season like they build up the characters and give character growth and then the next season comes and they're like right back down the hill and then they have to learn the same things over again. You see that in movies and sequels and I
It's a
hope there's
repetitive trope
yeah,
that's
and
that Hollywood just can't kind of get away
yeah.
from.
And like
Yeah.
there's still, flawed people and bad people like his characters and clearly Eli puts out a hit on the listens. eh, so they're still like they're bad, but it's like you still want them to grow. You don't want them to revert and go back to where they were. So hopefully season
Mhm.
3 can keep where they were as characters and still work and build and not like go retro. But these first 2 seasons of the show, it's probably top 2 of my favorite shows like current right now. I think it's so funny.
I don't know. You keep
I
on
mean,
you keep on talking all this blasphemy, son. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
since I
It's
said it was
maybe
top
like
2.
my top. No, because you said you didn't believe in the good old Lord, but it's in my top 5, top 10.
Yeah.
You know, um, I and it's a great. It's honestly up there for
Yeah.
like top shows of like 22 like
Yeah.
2021, like it's definitely there. But again, like I feel like these are one of these bangers that like uh Danny McBride just pumps out, like
He pumps out like these
Eastbound and
3-season
Down.
shows and then moves on.
Yeah, Eastbound and Down, Vice Principals was the fucking shit.
Yeah.
So like and again, I'm not sure, that this is probably going to go on for a 3rd season, but
Yeah, I think
probably
it
that's
got
it.
renewed.
But that's probably going to be it. He's going to go do something else. He's going to go work on some horror shit with
Yeah.
Jordan Peele, and it's going to be Gucci. I want to talk a little bit about, one of my favorite characters from the previous season that carried over to the 2nd season was Gideon Gemstone, which was played by Skylar.
It's like Gizomo or something.
Just Domo.
Yeah.
Good Christian name, and he was great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He went from the first season 1 we're rejecting the Gemstone name and trying to go against it to coming around to trying it out and just going, listen, this isn't my cup of tea. I'm going to go back to my first instinct. I'm going to go back to acting and I'm going to go back to stunt work. And he went down to Atlanta, Georgia, because that's where Hollywood goes. Because guess what? Do you know what Hollywood hates more than God? Sam?
Atlanta.
No. Taxes.
Oh yeah.
And you don't pay any taxes when you're filming projects in Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia, Georgia.
But yeah, I like Gideon. I think he's I like that actor when I see him and stuff. I liked him in Santa Clarita Diet. I think he's really funny. And I was worried because it's like, like the promotional trailers didn't have him in it, so I didn't know if he was gonna be in this season. And then he's in the first episode. It kind of, but like he has probably one of the best action sequences when he like bikes down the cycle ninjas, and it was great. And I thought he had a good character arc, and it also continues to show growth. So I thought he was great.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even though he was a little bit of a kind of a background character, he was still good. Yeah. And also, too, Troy Anthony Hogan, who played Matthew, that was also a character that you didn't really care about in season 1, but now you understood why he's Eli's right-hand man.
Yeah.
Like it was very abundantly clear. And also, to Adam Devine, let's not leave the conversation without talking about the mighty men, the strong men.
But that was my least favorite. Honestly, that was my least favorite storyline for a bit. Like, I like the comedic timing.
You didn't like the storyline with it lifted the lifted
there were some parts that was good. I like the comedic timing between
you a
Adam
bitch.
Devine
that's why.
And I just like it.
Could you lift that?
It was probably my least favorite. It felt like.
Could you lift that?
No, God, no.
Do you know why? Do you know why?
Because I don't believe in.
Because you don't have the faith of the Lord.
But I thought it was good. I just thought it was the weakest storyline of all the main characters.
Which is kind of funny because they were about strong men.
I know.
So, but like, hey man, I love it. Hey man, when you strike gold and you can't find anything better than Workaholics or whatever the show was that.
Oh yeah,
launched them.
They did that like they it was an episode of Workaholics where they go to like a Lord's Force strongman and like Adams like loves it and he tries to do it and he rips the phone book. I was like, yeah. She's like, can we just do that but for the show? Dude, and I'm the Tim Heidecker.
Dude, he's what if that was the pitch? He was like, hey, yeah, what's your pitch for season 2? Workaholics, episode 3, season 4.
The Gay Lord's Force. That.
Is that the name of it?
I think that's the title of the episode is The Gay Lord's Force.
Really? Do you know how I know you're gay, Sam?
That I remember that episode. Episode's gold, dude.
I hear it. It's gold for gay people. But no, yeah, listen. I mean, he's still gonna be selling out arenas and theaters. You think that's gonna hurt him? No, he's still gonna go on season 2, season 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, of course. I just like the strongman storyline wasn't great, but I still think he had one of the most like emotional scenes of the whole maybe series of when he goes to Eli's like bed and he prays and like Eli wakes up because like they have this falling out and I think it showed like Adam's like acting chops.
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty well. And I thought that was a really good scene. So like it worked out in the end, but like the muscle men in their little like commune.
Yeah, it was a cool side story, but I would agree that if I would have to chop that out, I would chop that out.
Yeah.
It was just kind of filler. Also, too, like even the stuff with Tiffany as well, who like Val Hall played an amazing job. I don't know if that's her real teeth. I really looked into it, but yeah.
Yeah, she was great. I was thinking about the line from the last episode that like Judy tells Tiffany before she leaves. She's like, don't forget like ABCs of like washing your ankles, butthole, and coochie.
Yeah.
And I think we could live our life like that. We got to always
wash
our ankles, butthole, and coochie.
I wash everything.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, me too.
Even my money. But you should definitely wash that though. Wash that coochie. You should. Do you know what you should also wash, Sam? Your soul.
My soul.
Your soul in some holy water.
Maybe. I think that would burn though.
If it's not Christianity, what about the Jews? Would you want to go to the Jews? We'll say
same God.
We could. I mean, it's a different book.
Well, it's the same book, just the first version.
Some would say maybe better. Yeah. But
you know what I noticed in the show? Is it like I don't know if this is like a Southern thing, but it's just like how like all the adult characters.
I was so convinced that you were gonna say, yeah, I don't know if it's a Southern thing or not, but there's no Jews there.
no Jews there. It's that also
they're all behind the camera.
Um, but like how like they all call like a like their dads like daddy. Like Eric Roberts does it, and it's just like is that like a Southern thing? Like grown adults still call their like parents daddy.
I don't know, but $5 to the first person who asks any of our fellow Southern comics
Yeah,
how you could, hey, how do you refer to your father as?
it's like is this like a is this a thing? Like is that
Hey, you're male, your male what father?
yeah?
I don't know.
Because it just was weird in that in the episode 8 when like they do the flashback to when Junior's dad takes the money
Mhm.
like from him and holds him at gunpoint. He's just like Eric Roberts yelling "Daddy, Daddy" and like a Southern drawl, and I was just like, this seems it's like it just seemed really weird because it's like you have Eric Roberts who just seems this like tough character and he's just like screaming for it's just like
Daddy,
and he was
daddy.
like calling him daddy like before he had a gun pointed at him. So it's
Yeah.
just like is
I
that like
think
a
it is
Southern
a
thing?
thing. I think it is a thing. It's definitely
Because it's like
it's
we're up north, it's like dad or pops, and it's just like
yeah.
I was like I haven't called my
I
dad daddy since I was like 6.
I haven't called my dad ever since he was alive, like
Yeah,
almost
I mean,
10 years ago, coming up on April 11th. So
I'm
thanks
sorry.
for thank you for reminding me that my daddy is walking with Jesus.
Just
And I soon will be walking with Jesus. Do you know who won't be walking with Jesus?
Sam Bands.
You be walking with the devil.
That's fine. I'll know more people there though.
You do know a lot of Jews. Yes, you
I know a lot of
do.
people. I just know a lot of people who haven't accepted Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior.
I may be one of them. But I like the money.
Money is good. Money, 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 money.
Um. Anyway, that had been the most smoothest thing I've ever done my whole entire life. I just looked in the camera, winked, never be able to do that ever again for 1,000 years. Yeah. So let's wrap this fucking
Wrap it up.
let's
Yeah,
wrap
I
it
mean,
up a little bit. Let's
yeah.
go predictions. All right. Let's go into a little bit of you know, speculation.
I think,
I don't
yeah,
know, with speculation
I think, yeah,
commune.
I think season 3 is gonna show Eli stepping back from the church. I think it's gonna be he's finally gonna step back and he's gonna let the kids run it. And I'm assuming like probably the main source of tension is he's not gonna just he's gonna make them all run it together and not just give it to Jesse. And it's like you have to work as like a 3-person team, and that's gonna be a lot of like the family infighting, while like uh Eli just like sits back and kind of just like doesn't get involved until like he has to. And I don't know, there may be who knows what the villain may be or like where it will come from, if it'll be internal or not. But I think that's going to be the main crux of the story is Eli steps back from the church and it's like the 3 kids kind of trying to run it together and failing miserably because they all are egomaniacs.
I mean, yeah, I think it's a great prediction. I think you're on a good track with that. That would be my suggestion as well, is that Eli would step back
Yeah,
and do more, slip a little bit back into retirement, especially being shot, being
yeah,
injured in the previous season. It just makes more sense. And also, dude, John Goodman's getting up there. You know what I mean?
he's getting up there. But I mean, he's
And also too, it touches back a little bit. I apologize, Heathen. The blessed is talking. Um, I've never been baptized, by the way. I'm kidding. Sometimes a little bit of holy water got on me by accident. Um, no, like getting back to a little bit what we were talking about before is that Danny McBride, he kind of pumps these series out, and
yeah.
it's like a 3 pump and done kind of thing.
Mhm.
So it's feasible that this could be the last season. And maybe again, following his thread, it's not announced that it's the last season.
Yeah,
It's just like, yeah, HBO's not picking it up anymore.
yeah,
And guess what? I don't blame them for not being able to, or for not wanting to pick it back up, because guess what? They got more shit on the fucking horizon. They got more
yeah. I mean, they have a
DC
lot of stuff.
stuff. They have Matt Reeves just announced um their second
They're doing like a
spin-off
Penguin
of
show, right?
of a show. And guess what, folks? I watched the Batman last night, and I can't wait to talk about on our next episode. Please like and subscribe and follow us on every social media platform that you can get to. Follow us on iTunes, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Spotify, Google Play, follow the podcast, check it out. That's where everything lives. Also, too, like and subscribe on this video as well if you want to keep on just keeping the good war.
Feel the power.
Word. You can't feel the power because you are tainted by the devil, Sam.
So I got them rosy cheeks, baby.
Rosy cheeks because it is hot in hell. Now, this is what we're going to do, Sam. I told you at the end of this, we are going to save you, Sam. We are going to perform a very special. We've never done this on any of the episodes before. Nothing on YouTube. I don't know if YouTube is going to let me do this, but we are going to perform an exorcism. We are going to exorcise the evil that is in your soul, Sam. Are you ready, my child? I said, are you ready, my child?
I'm ready as I ever be.
Are you ready, my child? Accept it. Guys, like and subscribe. You don't want to see this. You don't want to see this. I'm going to get it. You're going to get it. Get it, son. You're gonna get it. You feel it? Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Maybe I gotta put two hands on it. I gotta put two hands on it. This child needs to be saved. Please. Please, please, please save him. Save him, Lord. Save him. Is it working?
No.
Fuck.
I mean, you tried really well, and it was sweet of you. I do appreciate your thoughts of my salvation.
There may be too much room in heaven. I'm so sorry.
You tried. You did good. They'd be proud. Eli would be proud of the effort.
Have fun in hell. Guys, it's been a blast. And I'm Chone. Sam, tell the people how to find you.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Sam Bansner. You can also follow me on Twitter at SamBans89. And yeah, check that out. Follow me. I post when I'm on shows around the city. So check me out.
Awesome. Follow me on Instagram, Sean Taff. You know it is. Follow me on Twitter at the Sean Taff. Follow me on Facebook, Sean Taff. Follow me on LinkedIn, Sean Taff. Hey man, my LinkedIn game is strong. All right. Our LinkedIn game for Scene Invaders is strong, but you know what's even more stronger? Our YouTube channel. So let's keep it pumping. But guys, it's been fantastic. Let's look forward to season 3 of the Righteous Gemstones. And it's been a blast, Sam. All righty, baby.
Thank you for having me, Sean.
Awesome. All righty, guys. Take care.
See
Love each other.
And praise be to He.
Heathen. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? You think that's funny?
Yeah.